Oh, hey everyone, I'm Big John, and welcome to another episode of the Diz Ability Show. Now, this week I want to talk about what to put in your backpack when you go to the parks. Now, for us, whenever we go to the parks, we always make sure we have everything we need in a backpack. And we always have someone, my mom, carry it for us in case we need it. So, for me especially, we always pack snacks and drinks because, as I mentioned last week, if we don't, there will be big chances of a meltdown. So make sure you have a snack and a couple snacks and a couple juices in your bag to help you, and in case there isn't anything in the stores that fits your forte. Another thing, my mom always, in case of emergency, packs ponchos and umbrellas for whenever she goes on, or where she thinks we force her to go on Kali River Rapids or Splash Mountain. And she's not being forced. She's volunteering to do it. Just saying. And we also put Ziploc bags in case we don't want anything to get wet when on either Splash or Kali. So that's always very important. Just pack whatever you think you'll need for a day at the parks, and you'll be golden. And now, be sure to let me know in the comment and what you put in your backpack when you go to the parks. And now it's time for this week's Top 5. Valentine's Day is tomorrow, so I want to talk about my top 5 romantic things at Walt Disney World. Alright, number 5, the Beauty and the Beast live on stage at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Now, this is a great show. It's not going on right now because the performers are laid off right now because of COVID, but I'm sure Disney will bring them back. Even though yesterday Bob Chapek, head of Disney Parks, head of the entire company, announced that they will be investing less in the parks. But hopefully we get to see Beauty and the Beast come back, and all the other important entertainers that need to come back. Number 4, Raglan Road Irish Pub at Disney Springs. Now, this is a great place. I may have gotten a crush on one of the dancers there, but that's just me. But it is a great place. Some people more associate with St. Patrick's Day, but I think it's a great date place for people to go to, for the dancers and the music and the food. It's so amazing. It's a great atmosphere. So, alright, now at number 3, the Beast's Castle, Be Our Guest Restaurant, the Magic Kingdom. Now, this is another great restaurant that people can go to for a good date. Most people think it's just a restaurant for kids, but I think it's also a good place to take your date for Valentine's Day, because you can either the Grand Ballroom is a good spot, or the dining room on the other side, or the West Wing, which I don't go into because of the thunder, but you'll see the Enchanted Rose in there. But if you want the Enchanted Rose, you might do the Enchanted Wing, the West Wing, but I don't do that, like I said, because of the thunder. Alright, number 2, and this may not be a surprise to any of my fellow Citizen fans, but the Hollywood Matchmaker game. Now, of course, citizens aren't there right now, but I know they will. I know they will. They are important. But the Hollywood Matchmaker game, if you've seen my videos of Hollywood Matchmaker game, you would know that it is a hoot and a half, especially the Matchmaker game where my dad was the Bachelor. If you haven't seen it, scroll right down until you see Citizens of Hollywood Matchmaker featuring my dad. And my number one thing is something that happened back in 2019 on our first Magic Kingdom Day back last April. No, 2 Aprils ago, I should say. Weird world, huh? We were walking up Main Street after I was filming my Dapper Dan's video. If you haven't seen that one, scroll down till you see Magic Kingdom Dapper Dan's. Anyway, after I filmed that, we heard a lot of cheering, and it turns out it was a guy proposing to his girlfriend right in front of the castle, and guess what? She said yes. So, right in front of the castle is probably the best place for a couple to get engaged, if anyone is thinking about that. So, be sure to let me know in the comments what your favorite Disney romantic experience is. And now, we are coming up, as many of you may know, we're going to be doing a March Madness tournament coming up. And for those of you who are members of my Disney Vlog Squad group on Facebook, I am having people vote for what they want to see as a competing subject in the March Madness tournament. Now, any of you watching can also participate and vote in the comments. The choices for the topic of this year's March Madness are attractions, characters, hotels, TV shows, songs, and of course movies. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see as the main topic for this year's March Madness, and I will tally up those votes along with the votes in the Vlog Squad group, and the winning topic will be announced on next week's show. So that's this week's episode. Make sure you as always, let me know in the comments if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. Also, time for this week's shout-outs. This week, check out my friend Robert Sabal, or S-A-B-O-L, Sabal. I'm calling it Sabal. Sabal Family Vlogs. They are now recent Florida residents, so make sure you check out their vlogs. They do videos each and every day from the parks. Make sure you check them out. Also, make sure you check out my California friends at Fresh Baked Disney for if you want to know what's going on over at Disneyland, hopefully for when it opens. And also make sure you check out my friend CJ at Disney Planning Guide. She does Diz Week's News every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Check her out. Also, make sure you check out my friend Michael at Mousepiration, where he does YouTube videos and a podcast. Check him out. And also, as always, for the latest news, make sure you check out my good friends over at Attractions Magazine. And until next time, may the mouse be with you.